to this month's Pioneer Update. Well, I think we're probably all aware that we are heading into quite a tough winter with more restrictions and more disruptions. And so we need to keep lifting our head up to see King Jesus on the throne. We also need to keep sharing encouragements with one another. And we need to make sure that we're doing self-care and we're gearing up for the mental health pandemic that will be hitting us. So, lifting up our heads to see King Jesus on the throne, let me read to you a few words from the end of Ephesians 1 in the Message translation. All this energy issues from Christ. God raised him from death and set him on a throne in deep heaven, in charge of running the universe. Everything from galaxies to governments. No name and no power exempt from his rule. And not just for the time being, but forever. He is in charge of it all. He has the final word on everything. At the centre of all this, Christ rules the church. The church, you see, is not peripheral to the world. The world is peripheral to the church. The church is Christ's body in which he speaks and he acts, by which he fills everything with his presence. Some great words to lift our hearts at this point in this current crisis. And some encouragements. Let me share with you that there are now 1,600 online Alpha courses. Before lockdown, there were none. That's encouraging. And some self-care. Some Christian retreat centres are now opening up again. And so why don't you at this point consider booking a retreat? Time to go away, particularly if you are in any form of leadership. Leaders in every sphere right now are under great pressure. Many are overstretched. And we need internal investment in order to have the grit and the resolve to keep on leading and keep on learning. Little update for you. Judith Annis, the wonderful Judith, has just stepped off the UK core team to give more time and focus to ongoing training as a counsellor as part of her calling that she knows God has put on her to provide emotional and spiritual support to church leaders. She will still be co-leading Pioneer North with Richard and still running Women Leaders Learning Communities. So we want to thank Judith for all she's invested into the Pioneer core team and to cheer her on into the timely next step of creating space and focus to support church leaders. So if you are an overstretched church leader in need of some support, why don't you contact her on judith.annis@pioneer.org.uk. There will be no charge. So what have we got lined up? We'll be hearing an update on the developments of our annual Leaders Conference 2021, and Richard will be introducing our newest member of staff.
Hello, I'm here to give you some updates on the annual Pioneer Leadership Conference. The dates are changing for next year's conference. At the moment it was set for the 5th and 6th of March. It is moving to the 6th and 7th of March. We will be running a hybrid conference. What is a hybrid conference? Essentially, part of the conference will be live streamed, part of the conference we hope will be in person. And how would this look? The idea being that we will be live streaming the conference from Open Heaven Church in Loughborough to hub churches across the UK. These will be 1 to 2 to potentially 3 churches in each region across the UK that will be hub churches. These will be gathering points for people to gather to watch live streams, watch live talks, also to watch seminars. There'll also be points where you can come and bring food and gather and eat together and socialise. Now, obviously at the moment, we're not sure where we will be with COVID come next March, so we're designing the conference to be modular in the hope that we can gather together. However, if that isn't possible, we will still be live streaming and still be gathering, but you'll be doing it within your own homes. So that's just the first update. The other reason why we have moved it back a day is that on the Saturday in the afternoon, we will be doing a Bless the Church type idea. What this is we'll be sending you guys out in groups to bless churches. These could be churches that need renovations, they might have a ministry that needs to be supported, it could be a social action project, it could be a community volunteer run project. The idea being that we will bless our communities, our local communities in some way. And we will be, as Pioneers, sending videographers to each region to film these projects on the Saturday afternoon. They will then edit it that same evening, and then on the Sunday we will get to see all the projects that we have been working on the Saturday. Another reason for the date change is we're doing a new thing called Pioneer Sunday. Pioneer Sunday is where we will broadcast to all the churches, hopefully on a Sunday morning during your services or your meetings that you normally have on a Sunday, so that all the churches across the Pioneer Network will be watching the same message. Now more than ever, it is really hard for us to feel and stay connected. And this is just one way that we as Pioneer want the churches and all of you guys to feel connected to the wider family of Pioneer. So Pioneer Sunday is going to be a great ending and a great part that all people in Pioneer, not just Pioneer leaders, can feel connected to the conference and feel connected to the network. If you have any questions or queries, please do email me. I'm just alex.campbell@pioneer.org.uk. We will be releasing tickets soon, and early birds will be re-released in the next month or so. But stay tuned for more updates, but we are super excited for our conference in 2021.
Hi everyone. Well, a quick update from training and theology. We are hoping that we'll be able to get going with our core modules again from May next year onward. But in the meantime, we do have some really exciting news about Pathway. You may remember that Alan Cox, who's done a fantastic job setting up Pathway so far, is now moving on from his role heading that up. We want to say again a massive thank you to Alan, and we want to be praying for Alan and Lizzie as they take on their next God adventure and they move up to Scotland for at least a couple of years to work with the Scottish network of churches, a partner of Pioneer. So we're praying for them, believing for great things, looking forward to some great testimonies of what they're doing up there. Great news is that I can now introduce you to Josh. Josh Bloor is going to be taking over that role of heading up our Pathway program, revamping the course, adapting it to be really mega flexible and to enable people to study and train in leadership alongside a regular secular job or existing church leadership role. Loads of stuff coming up about that in the coming months, but for now, let's have a quick hello from Josh.
Hello everyone, my name's Josh Bloor and it's great to meet you if we've not met before already. I'm really looking forward to playing my part in the Pioneer Network in helping to raise up leaders. And so if you are a leader, you might be hearing from me in the coming months. So I look forward to meeting you anyway, but for now, goodbye.
Hello everybody, a couple of weeks ago I had the privilege of going down to visit what I think is one of the most inspiring Pioneer church plants of recent times, and it's the Gather Collective down in Eastbourne, and they are just doing a fantastic job. They run a whole bunch of allotments, people eat together, the community gathers together. It's absolutely fantastic. Here's a few pictures, and I just want to big up Dave Roberts and the whole team down there for all that they're doing. Absolutely pioneering. Amen.
Well, I hope you enjoyed all of that. Next month, we will introduce you to Pioneer's latest church plant up in Whitley Bay. Until then, bye!